Hey everybody, Nick from MassPoint Digital. I'm here in InfoComm in Orlando. It's 2025 and I've gotten the chance to sit down with Vish from Almo Pro AV to talk about all the great marketing happenings that are happening at Almo. Vish, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Hey Nick, what a haircut.
Great minds, right? So Almo Pro AV, you all just went through a sort of a rebrand. You got the new logo. So talk to me about the evolution of what's happening with the brand right now.
It all looks very cool, doesn't it? So kudos to the Almo marketing team. I'm still using my newbie badge, being deployed into Almo Pro AV, which was Exertis, Almo Pro AV. So first of all, it was a bit of a mouthful. So the rebrand is much easier for vendors and customers, and for me. But the main brainchild is we're going back to the heritage of being Almo Pro AV, specializing in Pro AV, doubling down on the specialism of where Almo's been for 75 years, which is specializing in different industries. So the fact that we're the only real distributor in the industry with 170 specialist AV people that wake up every day talking about AV, BDMs on top of that, a specialist marketing team on top of that, a curated product range. We wanted to really double down and solidify Almo, the heritage of Almo and the trust that it's got in the marketplace, and a Pro AV specialism that we're doubling down on. And that's what we see where our growth is coming from. We've seen incredible results recently, and the branding is just all part of that strategy to double down on being an AV specialist and really being the partner of choice for customers and vendors.
Yeah, it's really sort of the antithesis to being the broadline distributor that carries things in the automobile, all these other market spaces. Almo's really saying we're focused to AV, and that's who we are and what we're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, spot on, Nick. And yeah, similar to MassPoint, the customers and vendors both, it resonates with them when you're a specialist and you really understand their products, right? And if I think about the vendor side, there's a heritage here of being the market maker for vendors, whether it's a small niche vendor, whether it's a huge brand that's known in the consumer world. Our USP and our value that we bring to the vendors is making markets for them within Pro AV rather than being a generic distributor that offers scale. Scale maybe underpins a value, but really the value and the heritage and the history and everything I've picked up in this business is 70 odd years of partnering with vendors to understand their secret sauce and go and make markets for them. So we're doubling down on that from a vendor point of view. And then from a customer point of view, it's been really cool for me to see the amount of education that we deliver into the market. Over the last 12 months, we've done over 3,000 hours of CTSRUs, renewable units, which is helping resellers and integrators really understand the technology and the product. And for the vendor, it's really getting hands-on and teaching the market about their products, which is a real unique specialism that we bring to the market, which is what we want to double down on. And then we've got scale and operational scale, and we've got 45 NFL pitches worth of warehousing around the US, but that's a bit of a ticket to the game. Our uniqueness is our sales and marketing motion that really talks the language of the integrator and brings the vendor specialism to market.
It's sort of the power of niche, right? Of being focused in a niche rather than, again, being that broad line. Now, one of the things I'd love to bring up is who you are personally, because I think a lot of maybe the community may not have met you yet, had the opportunity. You're not new to the Exertis or to the, I would say, the DCC brand. You've been with the company for a long time. Give me just a little history so people can understand who Vish is and what you're doing here at the party.
Number one job, dad taxi to 3 young kids. So 11, 12, 14, really irritatingly busy, sports clubs. Probably not like where we grew up, where you just get told to go to the park and play with your kids, right? Everything is structured. So yeah, full-time Uber driver without the pay. And then my upbringing after university was 15 years in semiconductor distribution. Very similar industry, a lot of design consultants, a lot of design projects, a lot of vendors with very unique advantages and disadvantages in the space. And then I joined DC Technology about 5 years ago and spent most of my time deployed in Europe, working around IT distribution. And then since the back end of last year, really deployed in North America of how do we create more value, innovation, create more market making capabilities to vendors using AI, digital content generation, which hopefully lots of cool stuff where I can add some value to an already incredible business.
Well, we love having you here. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience with us. This has been another awesome interview from the Almo Pro AV booth at InfoComm 2025. See you soon.